about 200,000 naira. So if you don't make the 1 million, maybe you might be able to make the 200,000 naira. So I want to enjoin you to be here for every single day, be on time, and make the sacrifice. On the last day, we're going to finish the skills training in the morning, all to about lunch. Then after that, we'll begin the business pitch competition. We'll run that till the evening. Now, we're going to end by having a cocktail. The vice president himself will be around. He's asked that we ask you to be around for this. We'd like to meet as many of you as possible. And in that ceremony, he's going to be handing over, to the people that are successful, the grants. So I encourage you. It's 3 days. It's loaded. It's packed. But it's only for you. Can you turn to your neighbor and say it is for you? All right, so please make sure you maximize it and have a wonderful time. Thank you very much. Have an amazing day.
It's okay if you clap. The next item is a very important one. It's supposed to be the keynote address. But I have a simple exercise that I do before I bring people up who deliver the keynote speech. And I want to ask the SGF and the members in the front row to help me to do this in 1 minute. I'll just do a simple exercise. I'll count 1, 2, 3 and say go and expect us to clap once. Is it possible? Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I didn't say go. Can we try it one more time? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I still didn't say go. Can we try one more time? 1, 2, 3, go. Now, what that means is that for the average human being, you have to say something at least 3 times before they understand. Now, the person who is coming to speak does not have opportunity to say what she has to say 3 times. So you will need to listen attentively to be able to get every message that she needs to deliver. So distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now that I have your attention, let us welcome for the representative of the Tony Elumelu Foundation. She's the head alumni monitoring and evaluation of the Tony Elumelu Foundation. Let's put our hands together as we welcome Moyo Olisa. Please put your hands together for her. Please put your hands together for them because these are the people who are going to mentor you. 24 slots, she may just decide to turn it to 50. Hello? Can you clap some more for her?
Good morning, everyone. Okay, I've never really done this before. I'd like to observe all previous protocols. My apologies. Good morning, Your Excellency, Secretary to the Federation, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everybody. I'd like to thank the organizers of this amazing initiative for extending an invitation to the foundation. I am honored to be representing the foundation. It's not every day that you're able to gather young business leaders like yourself in a small conference hall like this. I'd like to thank everyone for taking time out to come here today. Now, going into what I'm here to talk about, as you all know, we're here because of entrepreneurship. And I'd like to start with the fact that I'm sure everyone knows that entrepreneurship is the driving force of every nation. Entrepreneurs, young leaders, you all have the key to unlocking the wealth of this nation, of this continent. With your brilliant ideas, with the solutions you come up with, everything you do, creating jobs, you are creating wealth, you are creating prosperity. So I know normally when people come to talk about entrepreneurship, they're telling you about how you can run about your business, you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way. I don't know if anyone has actually told you that there is no set way to run your business. Businesses are different. I've been working with the Tony Elumelu Foundation for a couple of years now, and we have been able to identify, train, mentor, and fund the businesses of young entrepreneurs like yourself across the continent. Right now, we have 7,120 entrepreneurs that we have empowered in our program. And one thing I can say is that no two businesses are the same. Even if two businesses are the same, they cannot be executed the same way. One person's measure of success is different from another person's measure of success. And one thing we preach every time is that your failure is just as important as your success. You will fall, you will fail, but if you're given the skills, the training, the mentoring, the right network, you will stand up again. As the alumni monitoring and evaluation head of the foundation, I have worked with entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, who after about 3 years, their businesses failed. But guess what? They were always able to start another business. And that starts with you. It's all from you. You have to be committed. You have to be disciplined enough to decide that even if this doesn't work, I'm going to take the learning points and I'm going to start something new. The National Youth Entrepreneurship Empowerment Summit has the same objectives as the foundation. You are gathered here so that you can learn from experts. And I would tell you, you will do yourself no good if you decide not to. You are here to learn. You are here to forge partnerships with yourselves. You are here to start businesses. You are here to access additional funding. And the most important thing, you are here to change policies, unfavorable policies that are hindering the growth of your businesses. Look around you. There are government officials here. You know your story. You know what is affecting you. Nobody else knows where the shoe pinches. You know what is affecting you. Share your story. Let people know what you need in order for your business to grow. Don't be shy about it. You have to be confident. You have to own your story. You have to own your life. Going back to the foundation's entrepreneurship program was launched in 2015. Our founder, Mr. Tony Ilmelu, is a serial entrepreneur. He's there like everyone else in this room. He was actually very young when he was given a chance, when he was given that opportunity to turn his life around, and he took it. Are you going to take it? He took it. And now, where is he today? He's out there empowering other entrepreneurs like yourself. Through our program, we have been able to partner with various organizations to bring up young entrepreneurs from across the continent, put them in a place like this at our annual forum, where they can also meet with other government officials, meet with themselves, meet with business leaders, and grow their businesses. That is why we are here. That is what we are doing. I don't know if anyone knows about our founder's philosophy of Afro-capitalism. Well, I'll just have to talk about it. It states that Africa's wealth can only be unlocked if there is a merger between the private sector and the public sector coming together. And that is why you are here. You are the private sector. You guys are yourselves. 80% of jobs created. It doesn't even matter what kind of job you have or what kind of job you're providing to the next person. Guess what? You're employing someone to watch over your shop, or you're employing shop. You've created jobs. You're understanding? Do you know how to run a business? Do you know how to see opportunities? Do you know how to take advantage of the opportunity? This platform, this summit is a point in your life. By doing so, try it. Everybody or sees Africa as in you. We're using stories of impact. Let us present. But I'm telling you, starts today that you have within you. The key to unlocking Africa's prosperity is in your hands. Thank you very much.
If you still have your hands, I think you can put them together for her. Thank you very much, Moyo, for that very inspiring one. And we'll ask you later for the commercials at the end. The cost is not high. Please give her another round of applause. An old entrepreneur was bragging to his grandchildren, and he told them, he said, I started this business with nothing, and I still have most of it left. It's a challenge how our parents told us that the most brilliant students in class, but we never get to see their results sheet. However, we are their products. We got their genes, so if we failed mathematics, something happened wrong along the line. It is English that we use to sell everything in Nigeria. And before I bring the man who will say thank you, I just want to challenge us to look a little again at the English language. For me, it's very challenging. And maybe, just maybe, we may change it after now. For instance, there is no egg in the eggplant, neither pine or apple in the pineapple. There's no ham in the hamburger. French fries were not invented in France, and English muffins were not invented in England. Quicksand takes you down slowly, and boxing rings are square. If lights are out, they are invisible. But when stars are out, they are visible. The guinea pig is neither a pig, nor is even from Guinea. And I ask the question, if vegetarians eat vegetables, what do humanitarians eat? Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, there's one man, I hope he can stand enough to talk to us because he's been working hard, very hard to make sure this is a success. He is, of course, the Permanent Secretary, Political and Economic Affairs Office, the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Let's welcome Mr. Gabriel Aduda for the vote of thanks. Can we clap for him, please?
Your Excellency, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, my colleagues, the permanent secretaries here present, directors from the Federal Service, our wonderful supporters, the Tony Elumelu Foundation, represented by Moyo, the Jimmy Tewe Company, represented by Jimmy himself, and the wonderful you. We're here today because of all of you here gathered. In fact, you are the VIPs for today. The MC was speaking and he said, and he kept pouring accolades on how hard I work. And I just whispered to my colleague, this man doesn't know my boss. At 2:20 a.m. this morning, I got a call from my boss, come up to my office. At 2:20 a.m. At 4 a.m., we're still exchanging notes. Please help me celebrate this wonderful man, this hard worker, this epitome of humility, a mentor par excellence, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa. Thank you so much, sir. It's such an honor and a privilege to be working with you at this particular point in time. And I believe that I'm speaking for my colleagues. GSO, am I speaking? Thank you very much for that confirmation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for 3 days of very, very serious business. And we cannot but thank the Almighty God for this privilege, for us to have been able to piece this together. And thank the SGF yet once again, who also is the chairman of the 2019 Presidential Inaugural Planning Committee, for having deemed it fit to make this part of the celebration. Ideally, celebrations in government come and go, and the youths are often left out. But in his administration, he said not so. And we feel that this is something that requires a gesture from us. And we're very happy that when we put out the call, many of you registered. As at yesterday morning, 7 a.m., we had over 5,000 registrations. And we have close to 300, if not more, business proposals that have been submitted online. So I tell you that the Tony Elumelu Foundation and their team of accessors have a lot of work to do. But that is not the story. Most of it will be built going on from here. How determined you are, we will know from today. We have very tight sessions in place. The Jimmy Tewe company, represented by Jimmy Tewe, took us through. They will be coordinating all this as much as possible. We have deliberately tried to limit government involvement as much as possible. And we have brought in the experts, those that are in the field, those that know what to do, to ensure transparency in every single process and every step of the way. And also to ensure that only the best in the industry are invited to meet with you today, tomorrow, and next. So we're really, really looking forward to you also giving back by paying attention, participating fully, and trusting the process. Let's not be cynics. We've been on Instagram. Some people say that is government. They're only talking. You will see. They won't give you anything. We're here to prove them wrong. Because everyone that wins a prize in this summit will receive it in this summit. It is not an issue of go come, no. So please, let us put in our best to make this a success. And remember, if we're able to actually pull this through and we're able to show enthusiasm, the very next one will be just around the corner, because we will be encouraging government to do more. Having said that, permit me to say a very, very big thank you once again to the SGF, Boss Mustafa, for deeming it fit to make this part of the celebration, to his entire planning committee made up of several ministers of the Federation, most of whom couldn't be here because a lot is going on at this time. As you know, lots is winding down. Let me also thank the permanent secretaries that took time to come out of their various schedules. We really appreciate you. Thank our supporters who have also made this possible, the Jimmy Tewe Company, the Tony Elumelu Foundation, the event planners. We want to say a very big thank you. But more importantly, I want to thank all of you that are here today. You did not only register, you came in quite early, you've made yourself available for this. Trust me, we are beginning a move that is going to culminate in a paradigm shift on how government engages the youth. So we're really looking forward to your full participation and making this a success. So to the pressmen here gathered, and even those of you that helped to make this possible, those that did the decorations, that are responsible for food, for entertainment, those of you on the consoles, the photographers, the pressmen, we want to say a very, very big thank you. We couldn't have achieved this without you. Thank you very much. Have a lovely meeting.
Thank you very much, sir. Please do give him another round of applause. In a few minutes, we will take the national anthem to formally signal the end of the opening ceremony. We'll then take a short break. A tea break is about 20 minutes, but will not go far. If you came from outside town, please don't go to Maraba. If you have cousins in Maraba, don't call them now. Because if you go there, by the time you're coming back, we will have finished. There's hold up. Just stay around. We will be quick, but you need every part of what we're doing today. We will, traditionally, I teach English. I'm an entrepreneur in English language, so I teach English in every part. But lately, there's a challenge I'm getting with regards to the Nigerian English, because I have compared both the American English and the British English.
Nigeria is a country with huge teeming population, and more than 40% are within the age of 18 and 35. And being a major resource base for not only development of national economic and financial prosperity, but also for social changes, the government has made it a priority to empower youth to effectively contribute to the national development agenda. The aim of the summit is to encourage entrepreneurship and ensure a rebirth of new businesses, as well as create enabling environment where budding entrepreneurs and startup businesses can showcase innovative and viable products and services.
In Nigeria, we say still. In Britain, they say should. In America, they say in case. In Nigeria, we say. In Britain, they say return. In America, they say turn backwards. In Nigeria, we say return. Okay, this one is hard. In Britain, they say henceforth. In America, they say from now on. In Nigeria, we say from now. Okay, I'll take the last one and nobody will get it. In Britain, they say each. So this to use that word, I know that you guys have patented it, but thank you very much. Your business will be going to the next level. Benjamin Ubiri, they call me Ben One Nigeria Info FM. It's an honor being your formally signing ceremony. Immediately after that, tea break. Afterwards, split back here to see what and about the. Thank you very much. We'll call on those in the front row to just stay for a group photograph. All the others will advise that you remain seated. Let's allow this photograph to take place, and then we'll allow our VIPs to leave before we go on for tea. Thank you very much. Please just remain seated. We'll take this group photograph, and then we'll go ahead for tea.
You can follow us on all our social media platforms.